now you will tell me, after looking at this image, this is a advertisement by Google, by Amul, and this was also a couple of years back. They had a hoarding of this particular image or a cartoon in the city of Bombay, Delhi, and other places. So this is, if I would formulate a question paper to FTI, which I will never, but any person who is looking for intelligence among the student, he will formulate this question. So you can raise your hand, and then I would ask one by one what exactly. So my first question is, who are these three characters? You can raise your hand if you could identify, because it is supposed to be meant for public, so you can easily identify because you are a public. So raise your hand. Okay, Mr. W. Mukh, who is the first, second, third person? W. Mukh.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, please say who these three people are.
Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Oh, okay. Sir, for me, the man on the left, extreme left, looks like a beggar, basically.
Okay. So he is a beggar. He's a beggar, right?
Looks like a beggar, yeah.
Okay, I mean, fine. You look like a beggar, fine.
Yeah. The second man looks like he's blind.
Okay.
And the third man looks like, third woman looks like she's just not married. I mean, she's a bride to be, or maybe just a married woman.
Married women sitting along with a blind man and with a beggar.
No. I correct myself, sir. She looks quite rich. I mean, the jewelry kind of represents her richness. I think that's the way it is supposed to be shown.
That's fine. That's fine. Your term is over. What's your full name?
Sir, Richik Mukherjee.
Richik Mukherjee, you name it correctly here. It says WMUKH. So you don't know who is this WMHKH. Okay. Aman Tangalpally.
Yes, sir.
Who are these three people?
I think the first one is Amitabh Bachchan.
Because I want to begin with the fun, and then we'll move to a little seriousness.
Yes, sir. The first one looks like Amitabh Bachchan, second one like Shah Rukh Khan, and third one like a dancer from the song of general Bollywood songs.
Okay. Third person, Pragya Parimita Pradhan. Pragya Parimita Pradhan.
वही सोच रही थी तो last one. Hello.
Yes.
सर मैं भी एक्चुअली वही बोल रही थी जो लास्ट में जो स्टूडेंट ने कहा, एक्चुअली अमिताभ बच्चन और देन शाहरुख खान में भी जूही और काजोल.
Okay.
Sir, may I try?
Pranay Vora. Quick. I don't have a time to.
I think it is on the extreme left. It is Amitabh Bachchan. Then it is Abhishek Bachchan. Then it is Aishwarya.
Okay. Shubhang Sharma.
Sir, Jaiveeru and Basanti from the film Sholay, I guess.
My question is, who are these three people? Please understand
Yes.
the question. Question number one, who are these three characters?
Yes, sir. They are the roles played by Amitabh Bachchan in the movie Sholay. The left one is Jay, then Veeru, and then Basanti, I guess.
Okay. Next. Shubhang Sharma.
Yes, sir. I just spoke.
Okay. Utpal Kashyap.
सर मुझे लग रहा है ये अमिताभ, अभिषेक और ऐश्वर्या हैं और इट्स काइंड ऑफ सिमिलर टू द बंटी एंड बबली सीन की वो जो वहाँ पे फिल्म में हुआ एंड दे आर आल्सो टुगेदर इन रियल लाइफ काइंड ऑफ थिंग.
Okay. Anybody else? 7 people are here. Rest are sleeping. They are not willing to interested in participating in the FTI entrance exam. They are going to be clappers only. Keep clapping for those people who get selected, or you want to use your brain a little bit.
Hello, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, this is Abhishek.
Okay, Abhishek.
The first guy is Amitabh Bachchan. The second is Shah Rukh Khan.
Your voice, nobody is able to hear it properly.
The first guy is Amitabh Bachchan on the left. In the middle is Shah Rukh Khan. I think the poster is related to the release of the movie Dawn, because he has a gun in his hand.
Quick, I'm in a class, quick. मीट नहीं हो पा रहा, मुझे मालूम नहीं है बेटा, सब लोग जो भी मीट नहीं हो पा रहा है, फलाना नहीं हो पा रहा है, ढिमका नहीं हो पा रहा है, 6 बजने में 10 मिनट पे हो जाना चाहिए. 6:01 I will not pick up the call. Okay, wake up. It's a FTI. It's not a joke.
May I, sir?
Not a BSc.
Sir, I have an answer.
Okay, quick.
Sir, Masoom here. I have an answer.
Masoom Rana Raza. Rana
Diwan.
Masoom
Diwan.
Rana Diwan, please.
Sir, for the second character, it's Shahrukh. The third one took some time, but I realized it from the caption Deja Vu, which is
It has nothing to do with the Deja Vu. Deja Vu. Forget about the Deja Vu first.
Sir, there are Dawn remake and Umrao Jan remake.
No. Don't waste the time. My question
Sir, Dawn
is,
remake, Urjan Rao remake. Shahrukh and Aishwarya.
identify who these three characters are. First is the question is that.
The second character is Shahrukh from Dawn, and the third is Aishwarya Rai from Umrao Jan. The first one I cannot place.
Okay, very good. Next.
Sir, may I try?
Yeah.
Sir,
Prarthana
Amitabh.
Tripathi. Is it Prarthana?
No, sir, Vatsala.
Okay, Vatsala, please carry on.
Sir, I think this is Amitabh Bachchan, Abhishek Bachchan, and Aishwarya Rai from Bunty and Bubbly.
Okay. Next, Prarthana Tripathi.
Yes, sir. This is Amitabh Bachchan, Shah Rukh Khan, and Aishwarya Rai Bachchan.
Okay. दोबारा बोलिए एक बार.
Amitabh Bachchan, Shah Rukh Khan, and Aishwarya Rai Bachchan.
Okay. Now this is at least people are able to identify that first is Amitabh Bachchan, second is Shah Rukh Khan, and third is Aishwarya Rai. Okay. Now second question is, what is common among these three characters? अपने हाथ द्वारा से वो करके द्वारा से चालू करिए, मैं ऊपर से चालू करता हूँ. ऋचिक मुखर्जी.
So all three of them are holding a bread. So that is Amul bread.
Don't behave like a fool. You are going to FTI. My question is, what is common among these three characters? Even a blind can see that three are holding a butter. Had it been that simple, I would not be asking. Okay? So use your intelligence. Characters. I am talking about what is common among these three characters, not about what they are holding.
Okay, sir. So I can't really figure out right now.
No problem. Next, Aman Tangal Pangali. What is common among these three characters? समझ आ रहा है? नहीं आ रहा? कोई बात नहीं. Next, प्रार्थना त्रिपाठी.
So basically, this is the they are representing the remake of their respective movies. Amitabh Bachchan acted in the remake of Sholay with Ramo. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting the name of that movie that he, acted.
Ram Gopal Verma ki Aag.
Yes, sir, Aag. And the second one is of Shah Rukh Khan, the remake of Dawn. And the third is Aishwarya Rai, the remake of Umrao Jan.
Correct. So these three people represent a particular character from a particular film, which happens to be a remake of three films. So what is the connection of the copy called text Deja Vu? Nidhi Gatni. Nidhi, are you sleeping?
Sir, I raised for earlier question.
Now you answer this question at least. What is the connection of the copy Deja Vu with the image?
Deja vu is actually something that we have a feeling of earlier we had that, like, sorry sir, I can't guess.
No problem. Radhika Goyal.
So since these are the remakes, so Deja Vu represents their remake. That means we are experiencing the movies again because we have seen them before with different characters.
Correct. So now the question is, question number 4. What is the tagline, original choice? Why this tagline is there? This is a little important question. बोलिए.
Some maybe to show the contrast that the characters are representing Deja Vu, but the Amul, they are the original people because they have created their own identity and their work is...
No. Next. Shubhang Sharma. Shubhank Sharma.
Sir, maybe this is to point out that original is the best, as in character-wise too.
Correct.
Yes,
Correct.
sir.
Correct. So basically, the three people represent three particular films, and all these three films are remake. And original films of these remake were much better than the remakes. Remakes are all flop. All three are flop. Even the Sholay second was the Shah Rukh Khan. Don. Don was flop. Ram Gopal Ki Aag was super flop. Umrao Jan was also a flop. So original choice means the original of these three remakes were much better than this particular choice. So Amul, the original choice, means Amul is as brilliant as the original films. So that is the connection. There's a view he played with the layman's language. कि हाँ देखा हुआ है पहले से. Desa means देखा हुआ है, view means view. पहले से देखा हुआ है. जिसको जो फ्रेंच नहीं जानता ठीक से, पब्लिक नहीं जानता, थोड़ा समझ जाएगा इसको पढ़ के. हाँ कुछ देसा मतलब देखा, view. देखा हुआ है कुछ पहले से. But again, he will not be able to connect. So it's a playing around with the word called deja vu. So you need to be ready. This is supposed to be for public. Public means Tom, Dick and Harry who are moving around on the road. They should be able to identify everybody and should be able to connect with the brand, which is called Amul. And this is the purpose. So this is the most intellectual ad, I would say a difficult ad. Intellectual is not a right word. Difficult ad I have come across. So get ready for difficult things in FTI. Only 10 people get selected, 1200 people applies. Rest 1190 people would definitely fail. Not because I want them, because that is the system. That is the system. So I've been observing in the past for last 2 days. First question was answered by 18 people. 92 people has registered for this thing by paying 250 rupees of their hard-earned money of their parents, but they like to sleep. They don't want to work hard. And today also I sent some assignment. And when I asked this question on the extempore, only 5-6 people raises their hand. Rest would like to be a clapper, boys or girls. Just keep clapping how the people are interacting. So anyway, it does not matter to me. You have to go to the FTI. I had gone to FTI. I had experienced 25 years after that. So I am no more ambitious. My ambition is much more bigger now rather than just going to, then comparing to you people. So this is the one thing I wanted to begin, a little bit more of chat and interaction. Now I'll go into a little monologue mode. Why? Because there was a question called, I would just figure it out, that particular text, and then I should be able to read the question from the previous year question paper. Now previous year question paper had a question which we call it as a, I'll just read it out. It was a 5 marks question which was discussed over here, and I'll read the question for you people. Okay. Question number 7. Answer any 4 of the following. 5 marks multiplied by 4 is to 20 marks. So 5 marks question. One of the question was, write about any one film theorist that you may be familiar with. Question number 7. 2019 entrance exam. 2020 exam paper is not out as yet. So this is 2019. Okay. So I will just put it in the corner and then I'll come to my answer. The most celebrated film theoretician is André Bazin. Okay. So if you recollect, if you were in MCQ, I had pasted 2 PDF files of André Bazin, Cinema 1, Cinema 2. Those who were late may not have seen it, but 90% of you people have seen it. So this is a 5 marks answer, and anybody who will go to Google will go to the Wikipedia page. He will answer like this, which I have answered till a point. After that, your individual caliber, your individual capabilities would come into the picture. So first of all, who is André Bazin? André Bazin started to write about film in 1943 and was a co-founder of the renowned magazine Qayedu Cinema. Qayedu Cinema क्या है? वर्ल्ड का फेमस मैगजीन है, आज भी चलता है, छपता है। 1991 के अंदर कायदू सिनेमा का एक स्पेशल पैकेज बैंगलोर फिल्म फेस्टिवल में दिखाया गया था, जब हम लोग फर्स्ट ईयर से छुट्टियों के में बैंगलोर फिल्म फेस्टिवल अटेंड करने गए। So it was a special package from Qayedu Cinema. So they selected around 20 films and sent it to the Bangalore Film Festival. So that's how first time we came to know what Qayedu stand for. So why Andre Bazin is well respected, like I told you, in a film like Contempt by Godard, he quotes a particular statement by Andre Bazin. Though he played his own style over there, it was not stated by Andre Bazin, it was someone else, but he put the name of Andre Bazin, just took the liberty, and that's the way the Godard is. And there was a reason to do that. So why Andre Bazin is popular? Because popular in the sense, what was his theory? All his collection of writings are in Cinema 1, Cinema 2, that book which I have pasted over there, PDF file. So he argued that the realism is most important function of cinema. He says that the cinema should represent the realism. So he calls for objective reality. मैं बताऊंगा objective reality and subjective reality क्या होती है. Defocus and lack of montage are all linked to his belief that the interpretation of a film or scene should be left to the spectator. You as a filmmaker don't manipulate it. Let the audience decide what exactly should a feeling comes out of your film. Now, which was against the theory of 30s and 40s proposed and propounded by Eisenstein of a theory of montage, in which two shots put together, juxtaposed, would give a different meaning, or would give a third meaning rather, I would say. So that was against the thing, because he was against the idea of a montage. He said the edit, basically montage means manipulating the shots by cuts and all that. So he was not in a favor of that. He said it should be left to the audience, and we as a filmmaker should not manipulate the reality. So he argued for the film that depicted objective reality, such as documentaries and the films of Italian neorealism cinema, as he called it, as an Italian school of liberation. Why liberation? Because before that it was a World War II, and then Italian studios were destroyed, and it was a need of the hour also to shoot into the locations and to work with the non-actors and things like that. We'll discuss this various cinema movements separately on probably tomorrow or day after tomorrow. So he said ki objective reality, it is not your point of view, it is not your subject, how do you look at it, something. Let it be the way it is, and camera will capture it and present it in front of the audience. That was his argument. So he advocated the use of deep focus. मैं भी थोड़ा बात करूंगा deep focus का. Wide shots. Deep focus तभी आता है जब आपके पास wide angle shot होता है, तो it is an elaboration of the deep focus wide shot. But there's a little difference between wide shot and deep focus. And once you have that, it should also have a depth of field. Depth, shot in the depth. Shot in the depth in technical term is called as a depth of field. And preferred what he referred to as a true continuity through mise-en-scene. ये क्या चक्कर है true continuity through mise-en-scene, मैं भी बताऊंगा. mise-en-scene के अंदर बहुत सारी चीजें होती हैं. एक 15 मिनट का टॉपिक है डिस्कशन का, हो सकता है लास्ट में हम लोग इसको डिस्कस करेंगे थोड़ा सा. बट FTI में एक एक्सरसाइज होती है जिसका नाम होता है mise-en-scene. mise-en-scene के अंदर क्या होता है कि कोई भी जो ये थिएटर से टर्म आया है, लास्ट ईयर MCQ के अंदर भी था, a single continuous take. In a layman's language, FTI interpret mise-en-scene exercise as a single take of 3 minutes, 4 minutes. 4 से ज्यादा नहीं हो सकता क्योंकि फुटेज 400 मिनट का होता है, 400 फीट का रोल होता है उसके अंदर. तो 4 मिनट का एक लंबा शॉट या 3.5 मिनट का लंबा शॉट जिसमें कोई कट नहीं होगा, कोई चलेगा, बैठेगा, उठेगा, जो भी कुछ होगा वो सब एक सिंगल टेक में होगा. तो सिंगल टेक एक्सरसाइज at the end of second year, direction student do it, which camera student shoot, editor का कोई काम नहीं होता है उसके अंदर, तो साउंड वाले लोगों का काम होता है. तो ये एक सिंगल शॉट एक्सरसाइज mise-en-scene कहलाती है FTI के अंदर. तो सिंगल शॉट एक्सरसाइज का मतलब क्या हुआ? डिपिक्टिंग द रियलिटी. उसमें कट नहीं होगा, मोन्टाज नहीं होगा, एक सिंगल शॉट है, जैसा हो रहा है सामने आप ऐसा का ऐसा you will represent that in a shot. So Andre Bazin was in a favor of mise-en-scène, which means basically in a layman's language, or in a one of the meaning of mise-en-scène is a single shot, which is like a theater जहाँ पर सब कुछ चल रहा है, कोई कटवट नहीं होता है, कंटिन्यूटी में चल रहा होता है, आप उसके अंदर you don't look into the cuts and all that, though there is an edit in theater also. I'm not talking about that, how the editing is done in a theater while the continuous production is going on. There is a mechanism by which a director edits the shot which is going on, not the shot but the performance which is going on the stage. But in general, people have the feeling that it is a continuous shot. Okay. So Bazin was influenced. Another very, very important thing was Andre Bazin was influenced by personalism. What is the meaning of personalism? Believe that a film should represent a director's personal vision. मैं इसको थोड़ा elaborate करता हूँ. This idea had a pivotal importance in the development of the auteur theory. Auteur theory जो है French word है ये. इसको हम थोड़ा सा बाद में जब बात करेंगे सिनेमा मूवमेंट्स की, तो उसके अंदर ऑथर मूवमेंट या एडिटर मूवमेंट की भी बात की जाती है, एडिटर थ्योरी की भी बात की जाती है. तो एक जर्मनी के अंदर सिटी है मनहाइम. मनहाइम जो सिटी है उसका फेस्टिवल जो है उसका लोगो जो है थंब इम्प्रेशन. उस फिल्म फेस्टिवल का लोगो जो है थंब इम्प्रेशन है. क्यों? क्योंकि थंब इम्प्रेशन दो लोगों का एक जैसा नहीं हो सकता. So it is the best identification of a term called personalism. Individuality, my thumb impression would be there. गोदार्ड का फिल्म होता है, फेलिनी का फिल्म, और इंगमार बर्गमैन का फिल्म इंगमार. वो ऐसा नहीं मिला मुलू दोगे तो आप पकड़ लोगे कि ये बर्गमैन का फिल्म है. अगर आपने देखा है, आपको आइडिया है किस टाइप की फिल्म मेकिंग होती है. So personalism is a very, very important thing which developed into which triggered the auteur theory. वो हम कभी बाद में थोड़ा सा बात करेंगे. अब मैंने अभी थोड़ा पहले बोला था कि यहाँ तक जो चक्कर है वो कोई भी आदमी विकिपीडिया में जाके कट पेस्ट करके यहाँ पे बना दे. विकिपीडिया वाला खेल खत्म हो गया. अब क्वेश्चन क्या होता है कि आप इंप्रेस करने जा रहे हो एग्जामिनर को. तो इंप्रेस कैसे करोगे? आपने ऊपर एक शब्द फेंका, डीप फोकस. तो थोड़ा सा डीप फोकस को एलोबरेट कर सकते हो आप. अगर आप इंटेलिजेंट आदमी हैं, आपने थोड़ा पढ़ा है डीप फोकस क्या होता है, तो आप डीप फोकस को एलोबरेट कर सकते हो. प्रार्थना त्रिपाठी want to ask something because she has raised a hand.
No, sir, it was previous.
Okay,
No, sir.
so delete your hand. And this another lady, Parimita Pradhan, please delete your hand business. So we'll take up this hand thing in the later on, or maybe once the next exercise start, in which there will be much more thing. So Pratna takes your hand out. So you will elaborate कि deep focus क्या होता है. What is the deep focus? So deep focus and there is something called shallow focus. ये सारा खेल जो है लेंसिंग का खेल है. ये सारी चीजें कनेक्टेड हैं डेप्थ ऑफ फील्ड से, जो सिनेमेटोग्राफी और फोटोग्राफी के लोगों को पता होता है. अगर आप थोड़े पढ़े लिखे डायरेक्टर हैं तो आपको भी पता होना चाहिए. पढ़े लिखे डायरेक्टरों की बात कर रहा हूं मैं, अनपढ़ गंवार किस्म के डायरेक्टरों की बात नहीं कर रहा. तो डेप्थ ऑफ फील्ड आप कैसे पैदा करते हैं? लार्ज डेप्थ ऑफ फील्ड इज द वन इन विच इफ आई फोकस एट 20 feet, subject in foreground and subject in background would be in an acceptably sharp focus. That's we call it as a depth of field. तो डेप्थ ऑफ फील्ड कैसे पैदा की जाती है? वाइड एंगल शॉट से 28 mm लगा दीजिए, 32 mm लगा दीजिए लेंस, तो आपको डेप्थ ऑफ फील्ड मैक्सिमम मिलेगा. आपने अपर्चर पे शूट कर रहे हैं 11 या 16, which is in the outside in a full daylight. Those who understand photography a little bit, they will understand the meaning of small aperture. So if you shoot at 11 or 16, you will get the maximum depth of field. Third factor on which the depth of field depends upon the distance between the subject and the camera. More you are away from the subject, you will have a maximum depth of field. And fourth factor which got important is the sensor size. Sensor size means if your a camera sensor collects incoming light when the shutter opens, camera with a smaller sense have a larger depth of field because they allow the shorter focal length. ये टेक्निकल चीज है, मैं अभी आपको ठीक से समझा नहीं सकता हूँ कि सेंसर से क्या कनेक्शन है, बट सेंसर साइज के ऊपर, डायगोनल ऑफ ए सेंसर साइज के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है. जैसे निगेटिव का 35 mm क्यों बोला जाता है उसको? क्योंकि उसका लेंथ और ब्रेड का जो चक्कर है, रेशो है, और जो आपका डायगोनल है उससे उसका कनेक्शन होता है. और फोकल लेंथ मैंने बताया कि जैसे आपको 35 mm पे शूट कर रहे हैं, यू विल हैव लार्जर डेप्थ ऑफ फील्ड. 11 और 16 अपर्चर पे शूट कर रहे हैं, यू विल हैव लार्जर डेप्थ ऑफ फील्ड. If your distance between the subject and the camera is more, it is a larger depth of field. So larger depth of field can be created with the three mechanism: wide angle lens, small opening 11 or 16, more distance, and the diagonal of the sensor. तो ये चीजें इन सब चीजों के अंदर क्रिएट होती हैं. So till now I have done little more explanation about how to achieve the deep focus cinematography. तो shallow focus cinematography क्या होती है? उल्टा, आप 2.8 अपर्चर पे शूट कर रहे हैं, 1.4 अपर्चर पे शूट कर रहे हैं, तो आपका डेप्थ ऑफ फील्ड कम हो गया. आपका टेलीफोटो लेंस से शूट कर रहे हैं तो आपका डेप्थ ऑफ फील्ड कम हो गया. योर बैकग्राउंड वुड बी ब्लर्ड. You might have seen in the close-up of a tiger or something. You take it from a distance for the 400 mm telephoto lens, sometimes 500. So your background become blurred and hence shallow depth of field. And third is the distance. You can't go close to the tiger, so you have to shoot with the distance, and that also adds to the shallow depth of field. ये डेप्थ ऑफ फील्ड वाला जो चक्कर है, डीप फोकस सिनेमेटोग्राफी का चक्कर है, ये वो आदमी एक्सप्लेन कर पाएगा वहां पर जिसको थोड़ा सा फोटोग्राफी का आता पता है. बाकी का ऊपर वाला जो पार्ट है, विकिपीडिया पेज पे जाइए, कट पेस्ट कर लीजिए, बात कट पेस्ट करके आप किसी ब्रह्म ज्ञानी आदमी को इंप्रेस नहीं कर सकते. आपको इन बातों के वो आपको 3.5 मार्क्स दे देगा. 3 मार्क्स देगा अगर आपने विकिपीडिया से कट पेस्ट कर दिया है. 1 मार्क्स और दे देगा या आधा मार्क्स और दे देगा कि अगर आपने ये समझा दिया कि डीप फोकस सिनेमेटोग्राफी, व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इज दिस डीप फोकस सिनेमेटोग्राफी इज ऑल अबाउट. But I am leaving the 2 important things which I have not mentioned here. Those 2 important points will impress the examiner who has read the Cinema 1, Cinema 2 by Andre Bazin, which I have posted over there, the PDF file. So I would give you something, but rest I would not give you because you have to take a pain to read those 2 important books. In the film studies all over the world, those 2 books are considered as important. You may not feel important, but I have done a job. You may like it or you may not like it. So this is the discussion part of the technical things of today's class. So what I'll do first is I'll stop sharing this thing. Now I would come to this question paper business. Okay. So let me see if I can do this screen share, and I share the, I think there I have disabled that option where I can optimize the, I can show my screen as such, the whole overall thing. So what I'll do is, anyway, my face is not that important. I will first share this question paper, then I'll come back to the thing again. No. Just a moment, please. Okay. Okay, guys, can you see this question paper now?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So first I would get, there are still 6:30. I thought I might finish a little earlier, but it has gone a little deeper. Now there will be much more interactive session. Now write a critical analysis of any of the Indian film that you have seen recently. Write about any 3 films of a director showing how they are connected to each other. Write about any one film theorist that you may be familiar with. Documentary in India is currently enjoying a golden period. Comment. Advertising filmmaking is boom industry, but quality of advertising film is on the decline. Agree or disagree? Name one factor that can boost the standard of feature film in India. So you have to answer 4 questions, 5 marks each. So you could see later on how much space is given over there, and accordingly you could decide how much space you have So I would say 1 page, 1 question answer need to be done by the student. Okay. So I'll stop this screen sharing, and now we will come to the face-to-face interaction about what we are going to talk about. So you can't be just passive listener all the time. So sometimes you have to also speak out and give me some idea about your thought process. So first is write a critical analysis of any one of the Indian film. Now read the question carefully. Here the question is Indian film, which could be Hindi, which could be English, but Indian, like English August. Everybody says I'm fine, or something like that. It could be a Malayalam film, it could be a Kannada film, it could be whatever. My idea is pick up a film which is seen by other people. कोई ऊट पटांग की मलयालम फिल्म, कोई ऊट पटांग की कन्नड़ फिल्म, कोई ऊट पटांग की बंगाली फिल्म चूज करोगे तो पास नहीं हो पाओगे, ध्यान रखना पहली बात. So choose a film thinking that other people might have seen. अब आप ऋतिक घटक चूज करते हो तो घटक देखा होगा लोगों ने. अब केरला बॉय would say I have not seen the घटक and I am not interested in the घटक, I am interested in the Kerala film, मलयालम film. तो आप शाहजेन करुण चूज कर सकते हो. अगर आपको देखा हुआ है तो आप ओम दरबदर भी चूज कर सकते हो, बट ओम दरबदर देखा नहीं है सब लोगों ने, बट फिर भी वो लोग कनेक्ट कर लेंगे क्योंकि कमल स्वरूप लोगों को पता है. कौन है कमल स्वरूप? सबको पता है. तो ऊट पटांग फिल्म का मतलब है कि कोई ऐसी अजीबोगरीब सी फिल्म जो किसी ने ना देखी हो. अजीबोगरीब सी फिल्म जो किसी ने ना देखी हो, एग्जामिनर ने ना देखी हो, क्योंकि एग्जामिनर तो जिसके पास जाएगा ये माना जाता है कि ये रेस 3 शूट करोगे, कुछ नहीं होने वाला. ये जो बकवास है बॉलीवुड का, उससे पता लगता है कि आपका इंटेलिजेंस लेवल क्या है. फर्स्ट थिंग, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, आई वुड से इवन इफ यू लाइक इट, यू डोंट लाइक इट, बॉलीवुड का सेंसिबल पार्ट चूज करना है आपको. सेंसिबल इन द सेंस, से फॉर एग्जांपल संजय लीला बंसाली फिल्म ब्लैक. अगर मैं संजय लीला बंसाली का फिल्म कोई चूज करूंगा तो ब्लैक. हालांकि मेरे हिसाब से वो कॉपी फिल्म है. एक फिल्म है चिल्ड्रन, आर्थर पेन का नाम भूल रहा हूं मैं उसका, वहां से कॉपी किया है. That's why he missed the boat in Cannes. He was not into the official selection, though he already entered with the film of Devdas, not in the competition, but in the out of competitive section. But he has already entered over there. People knew him. He missed the boat by copying a film from Arthur Pen's film. So that's the one. But still, despite being copying the idea, it is a wonderful film. So the film which you are going to choose should have some value, should have some sensibility about which you would be writing. You could choose Malayalam film, you could choose Kannada film, you could choose Bengali film, you could choose any film, but you should have some Marathi film also. Any regional film you can choose, but the film should be sensible. If you choose some nonsense like Race 3, Race 2, you are out. The moment you pick up these Bollywood nonsense, you are out. This is, I am giving you my perception, you like it or you don't like it. Okay, so selection of the film. Second, since it is a 5 marks and there is a 1 page, so you need to write 5 important things about the film. What is so important in the film? 5 important scenes or maybe 5 important points you need to write. D. Siddiqui, पूछिए.
सर पूछना नहीं, मेरे को मूवी का नाम बता था. ए केस बिफोर द डाइंग.
जरा बोलिए.
ब्लैक. एक केस बिफोर द डाइंग.
नहीं, उस फिल्म से नहीं है, उसका नाम कुछ और है.
एक केस बिफोर डाइंग नहीं.
नहीं.
ओके, नो.
ये किसका फिल्म है, एक केस बिफोर डाइंग?
सर ये कॉपी की, मैंने सुना था कि कॉपी किया हुआ है सर
फिल्म का नाम.
ये जो ब्लैक, एक केस बिफोर डाइंग.
नहीं, वहां से कॉपी नहीं है. ये ऑर्थर पेन का फिल्म है. मेरे दिमाग से नहीं आ रहा है. मैंने ओरिजिनल टिकट का जिंदगी में एक ही खरीदा आज तक, क्योंकि वो फिल्म मुझे इधर उधर से मिल नहीं रही थी, तो मैं देखना चाह रहा था. तो वो ऑर्थर पेन का फिल्म है, शायद याद आ जाएगा.
ओके ओके, नो प्रॉब्लम.
हाँ जी, दिवांश, क्विक.
हेलो सर, देखो अक्टूबर सर, सुजीत सरकार की.
हाँ, चूज कर सकते. गाना बजाना नहीं होना चाहिए उसमें. मल्लिका शेरावत डांस करने लग गई बैठे बैठे फला. कोई उसमें उठ पटांग की लड़की आके कूद रही है, उछल रही है, वो सब नहीं चाहिए. You understand?
Yes.
It has to have a very, very strong narrative. Okay, next, Soumyadeep.
Sir, can we choose a film like which affects both the common man and intelligentsia, like Gangs of Wasseypur?
Like?
Gangs of Wasseypur.
किसका फिल्म है ये?
अनुराग कश्यप, Gangs of Wasseypur.
गैंग्स ऑफ वासीपुर. अच्छा, कर सकते हो, बट गैंग्स ऑफ वासीपुर में क्या बोलोगे ये बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट है.
Sir, जैसे the songs and other things used to describe the different eras, like from pre-independence to the current time, and the metaphor used in the song, various metaphors.
ठीक है, करिए. हाँ जी, अमनीश सर.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
Sir, am I audible?
हाँ, बोलिए.
Sir, like in earlier days when Hitchcock used to make films like Psycho or Vertigo, he was, given the term of a commercial entertainer.
Correct.
But later, when the French critics analyzed his work, they found out him to be a great director with great sensibilities of camera movement and other things. And sir, I find personally the commercial films which are with a good idea.
Ask a question.
Yeah,
Don't
sir.
give
So
your
my
answer.
question is why?
Ask a question, I would be able to answer it because there are other people also. I
Yeah,
want
yeah.
to answer them.
Yeah, sir. So my question is, do we always have to select the films which are serious and art house films, and
I never
can't
said
we
that.
not select commercial films?
I never said that. You did not hear my word. I said choose a sensible film. I used the word sensible. That's it. Got it?
Okay, sir. Yes.
Next, Masoom Rana Diwan.
Yes, sir. Sir, can we write about a movie like Sandeep or Pinky Farhad? It's by Diwakar Banerjee. While a lot of controversy has gone
अगर
about
मैंने
the
कौन सा
casting
film है ये?
choices,
Which film it is?
Sandeep or Pinky Farhad. It's very recent.
संदीप, मैंने नाम नहीं सुना है अभी अभी रिसेंट आया होगा तो मेरे को नहीं मालूम है. देखिए, what I am saying is I am not going to advocate any film.
Okay.
You like sambar vada, I like लिट्टी चोखा. लिट्टी चोखा, you understand? बिहार का एक डिश होता है.
I like
Yes,
to,
sir.
sir.
You
Yes, sir.
like something else, I like something else. Whatever you like it, that's fine, no problem. But my thing is, it should fall under a category called sensible film. A. B. If it is a 5 marks, 5 point, 3 lines, each point, and finish it off. Point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you keep writing blah 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 blah, examiner will be lost. 5 marks, 5 point. That's it. Rajul Kumar.
Yes, sir. Sir, I'm audible?
Yeah.
सर आपने बोला था क्रिटिकली जो क्वेश्चन था सर वो क्रिटिकली एनालाइज करने के लिए था फिल्म को. सर माय क्वेश्चन वाज कि क्या चीजें पिक करें क्रिटिकली एनालाइज करने के लिए, लेट्स से कैमरा वर्क, एडिटिंग.
मैंने आपको दो लिंक I have sent the 2 links.
हाँ जी सर.
Which is a critical analysis of 2 of my favorite film. One difficult, Jean Godard's Contempt.
Yes.
Another one which is simple and enjoyable and entertainer and foreign language Oscar winner.
Okay, sir. Okay,
So
sir.
you watch it, both the film. If you have not, read the points which I have picked up over there. Pick up any 5 points which appeals to you, and as simple as that.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Nidhi Gatni.
Sir, can we choose any recent or old animated film, Indian
Any
animated?
read the question carefully again and again. I'm saying write a critical analysis of any one Indian film that you have recently seen. It is not saying Indian recently released film.
Okay, okay.
60 की 1960 में बिमल रॉय ने कोई फिल्म बनाया, मधुमती. मुझे अच्छा लगा, मैं तो मधुमती के बारे में बात. अब वो तुम्हें फंसा कैसे, अगर वो फंसाना चाहेगा तो कैसे फंसाना चाहेगा? Write a critical analysis of any one Indian film which was released in past 5 years. अब आप फंस गए, 5 साल में ही रिलीज हुई होनी चाहिए वो फिल्म.
Okay.
और फंसाना चाहेगा आपको तो बोलेगा choose any French film and write a critical analysis of the film. अब यूपी, बिहार, दरभंगा, मोतिहारी में कोई आदमी बैठा हुआ है तो उसको नहीं पता होगा फ्रेंच क्या होता है. और पता भी है तो लिखो. अगर पता है, होना चाहिए. जहां पर इंटरनेट है वो गांव नहीं है. Are you getting my point? If in your village there is internet, it means you are not sitting in a village. So today if somebody find excuse ki I am from Motihari or I am from Phalana Dimka, it is a lame excuse. Sorry, I am not interested. वो फ्रेंच, वो थ्योरिस्ट की बात कर रहा है आगे जाके, वो आंद्रे बजा की बात कर रहा है, आंद्रे बजा बताओ मुझे, तुम बोल रहे हो कि हमें तो फ्रेंच फिल्म नहीं पता, तो ठीक है नहीं पता, पता करके आओ, पता करके आओ। किसने बोला तुम्हें आने के लिए? पता करो फिर आओ। यहाँ पर 1200 लोग बैठे हुए हैं, 600 लोग पता करके बैठे हुए हैं, तुमको नहीं पता तो तुम अपना पता करो, उसके बाद आओ यहाँ पर, क्या जरूरत है? सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, यू शुड बी अपडेट। इंटरनेट आ गया मतलब सब कुछ आ गया। तुम पढ़ना नहीं चाहते हो तो तुम्हारी प्रॉब्लम। हाँ जी, प्रणय वोरा क्विक।
Good evening, sir. Sir, can you tell something about how to form an analysis of a film?
I have posted 2 particular film. I'm repeating again. John Goddard's Contempt and film of Cinema Paradiso. I will send the link tomorrow to you. Spend 30 minutes to read it about them. Before that, find time to watch it, and then you will be able to understand both things. Otherwise, not.
Sir, everybody's analysis would be different, right?
See, yes, but 80% of the analysis will be common.
Okay.
80% of the analysis would be common. There is a purpose behind it. 80% is common, 20% will be different, 80% would be common. हाँ जी, तो ये सब हो गया। सौम्यादीप बोलिए।
So with Bazin, while you were saying about Bazin, there was in the beginning one sentence that he said that film should not be manipulative and it should show whatever the reality, like documentaries do.
Correct.
But then again, he again argue with the point that every film should have an individuality.
फर्क समझने की कोशिश करो। इंडिविजुअलिटी का मतलब ये है कि आपका अपना पर्सपेक्टिव क्या है चीजों के लिए। Power. Yesterday I made a statement. With the statement was power brings the corruption, and my statement is it is not the power which brings the corruption, but it is the corrupt people who are attached to the power. So that is my perspective. So what is your perspective? He is saying that individualism means your perspective, not what the perspective is all about, what the people are thinking. I'm not interested in what people are thinking. What you think, what is your individual stamp? That is what he is saying. A film must reflect a director's stamp.
Like individuality over propaganda, right, sir?
तो प्रोपेगेंडा की बात नहीं हो रही है। प्रोपेगेंडा कहाँ से आ गया यहाँ पे? यहाँ प्रोपेगेंडा से कोई लेना देना नहीं है। इंडिविजुअलिटी का मतलब है मैंने इस टाइप के कपड़े पहने हुए हैं, ये कपड़े मुझे अच्छे लगते हैं। आपकी शर्ट का कलर दुनिया वालों की शर्ट के कलर से मुझे कोई लेना देना नहीं है। दिस इज नरेश शर्मा। आर यू गेटिंग मी?
Yes, sir.
हाँ जी, ये सब लोग अपने अपने हाथ अभी थोड़ा बंद कर लो। अभी मैं नेक्स्ट पॉइंट पे जा रहा हूँ। एक ही क्वेश्चन जिंदगी भर डिस्कस नहीं करना है और भी आगे बढ़ना है हम लोग को। सो राइट अबाउट एनीवन, ये हो गया। अब इस क्वेश्चन को वो घुमा फिरा के इफ यू वांटेड टू मेक योर लाइफ हेल ही कैन डू इट। ही विल से चूज एनी यूरोपियन फिल्म, कोई भी यूरोप की फिल्म चूज कर लो। अब आप फंस गए, यूरोप का ही चूज करना पड़ेगा। उसमें और तुम्हें फंसाने का चक्कर चलाया तो उसने बोल सकता है चूज एनी फ्रेंच फिल्म एंड डिस्क्राइब विच यू हैव रिसेंटली सीन। अब वो आपने और फंसा दिया, तुमने फ्रेंच ही डिस्कस करना। वो और फंसाना चाहेगा तो बोल सकता है इटालियन चूज करो। चलो चूज एनी इटालियन फिल्म विच यू हैव रिसेंटली सीन एंड डिस्क्राइब अबाउट इट। करते नहीं है बट ऐसा हो सकता है, ऐसा हो सकता है, कर सकता है। तुम कुछ नहीं कर सकते, तुम कुछ नहीं कर सकते, वो सब कुछ कर सकता है। तो वो क्या क्या कर सकता है, दैट इज द कंसिडरेशन यू हैव टू थिंक अबाउट। यू हैव टू थिंक अबाउट द प्रोबेबिलिटी व्हाट ही कैन डू। मैं अगर पेपर बनाऊंगा तो मैं बोलूंगा चूज एनी इटालियन फिल्म यू हैव सीन इन योर लाइफ एंड डिस्क्राइब व्हाई यू लाइक इट। तुम फंस गए। ना तो तुमने डीसी का देखा मान लो, ना तुमने कुछ और देखा, तो तुम फंस गए। तो थोड़ा बहुत नहीं फंसे हो, मैंने फिर भी आपको छोड़ दिया है। मुझे खतरनाक तरीके से फंसाना होगा तुमको तो मैं बोलूंगा चूज वन ऑफ द फॉलोइंग डायरेक्टर्स फिल्म। उसमें विटोरियो डिसी का डाल दिया मैंने डाल दिया उसमें नानी मोरेती, मैंने उसमें डाल दिया कोई जर्मो पैत्री, कोई और 50 नाम है मेरी खोपड़ी के अंदर। मैंने 4 नाम आपको दे दिए, फ्रांसिस्को रोजी। चलो आ जाओ, तो मैंने रोजी डाल दिया, नानी मोरती डाल दिया, डीसी का डाल दिया, मैंने उसमें फेलिनी नहीं डाला 1 मिनट के लिए, मैंने कुछ और पकड़ लिया, जर्म पैत्री पकड़ लिया। तो अब 4 मैं नाम दे रहा हूं मैं आपको, हर एक आदमी ने 10-10 फिल्में बनाई है। 40 फिल्मों में से अगर तुमने नहीं देखी तो तुमको इटालियन सिनेमा के बारे में का खा गा नहीं मालूम। मैंने चॉइस अभी भी दिया है आपको, मैंने आपको 40 फिल्मों की चॉइस दी है। मैंने आपको विटोरियो डी सिका दिया है, उसकी 4 फिल्मों को ऑस्कर मिला है फॉरेन लैंग्वेज का। आप कौन से गांव में रहते हो? Are you trying to understand what I'm saying? So, if the examiner want to make your life hell, he can easily do it. So, be ready for that. Okay? Though they are not, they are very kind people, but stupid at the same time. I would talk about their stupidity later on. They have done it. Okay, so next question is, write about any 3 films of a director showing how they are connected to each other. अब इसका क्या मतलब है? एक डायरेक्टर चूज करिए आप और उसकी 3 फिल्मों के बारे में लिखिए। राइट अबाउट एनी 3 फिल्म्स ऑफ ए डायरेक्टर शोइंग हाउ दे आर कनेक्टेड विद ईच अदर। अब फॉर एग्जांपल मैंने उठाया कोई आदमी, संजय लीला बंसल, मोस्ट पॉपुलर डायरेक्टर, तो उसकी 3 फिल्में पकड़ी मैंने जिसमें मुझे हिस्टोरिकल पर्सपेक्टिव नजर आया। बाजीराव मस्तानी में है, पद्मावत के अंदर है, और अगर कोई और फिल्म बनाया है उसने तो इस टाइप का हो सकता है, या कोई और रे पकड़ लिया आपने, रे की 3 फिल्मों के अंदर कोई प्रोटैगनिस्ट पकड़ लिया जिसमें सिमिलरिटी है, आपने विशाल भारद्वाज पकड़ लिया, ओमकारा, हैदर, मकबूल, सब तीनों का तीनों जो है शेक्सपियर के ऊपर बेस्ड है। तो कोई क्या करता है वो आदमी, वो करता क्या है? अब आप कहानी तो नहीं सुना सकते, वो बोल रहा है राइट अबाउट 3 फिल्म्स, का मतलब ये है कि 3 फिल्मों में कौन सी ऐसी कॉमन चीज है उसकी, उसके बारे में। अब उसका हीरो हो सकता है फ्रस्ट्रेटेड हो, हीरो हो सकता है विलन हो, हीरो भी विलन होता है कई बार, कुछ भी हो सकता है। लव स्टोरी, what he does is set up all the film into a village. Maybe, for example, he could you can define maybe any element of the Shakespearean which Shakespeare works around. आप उस पर्टिकुलर एलिमेंट को लेके तीनों फिल्मों में किस तरीके से उस एलिमेंट को यूज किया गया है। जैसे चीटिंग है, धोखा, तीनों फिल्मों में कहाँ धोखा होता है, किस तरीके से, सो दैट यू कैन यूज इट। रोमांस है तो रोमांस को लेकर कर सकते हैं, कुछ और है, कोई और एलिमेंट, कोई नवरसास का कोई और एलिमेंट है जो उसमें तीनों फिल्मों के अंदर है। So that's a little interpretation to you. I do not find it a very intelligent question, but FTI do ask some stupid question. It is just one of them to my mind. Intelligent question is this: documentary in India is currently enjoying a golden period. आपको लग रहा है golden period आ गया है इंडिया के अंदर डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज का? हाँ जी, आपको लग रहा है कि इंडिया में डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज को लेके गोल्डन पीरियड आ गया है? लग रहा है आपको?
नो सर।
हाँ जी,
नहीं सर।
नो, आई डोंट थिंक सो।
You don't think so. Next.
Sir, not a golden period, but yeah.
No. Read the question, answer it. Don't divert. Be focused. Question पढ़ो, उसका आंसर दो। फोकस रहना बहुत जरूरी है। पेपर के अंदर beating around the bush. You beat around the bush, you're gone. You have to be focused. Question क्या पूछा जा रहा है, उसका आंसर दीजिए। बाकी की कोई भी आपका जो व्यू है उसमें मेरा इंटरेस्ट नहीं है। मेरा व्यू ये है, मैं क्वेश्चन ये पूछ रहा हूं आपसे कि डॉक्यूमेंट्री इन इंडिया इज करेंटली एंजॉयिंग ए गोल्डन पीरियड। कमेंट। तो आपको लगता है गोल्डन पीरियड है या नहीं? अब हम ये बात करें। तो पहला आदमी डी सिद्दीकी बताएगा गोल्डन पीरियड है या नहीं, है तो क्यों है, नहीं है तो क्यों नहीं। बोलिए मिस्टर सिद्दीकी।
Yes, sir.
Raise your hand.
Yeah.
Quick.
So it's raised for the previous question.
My question is documentary. Golden period documentary. Is India enjoying a current period, golden period? Yes or no first, and then substantiate your answer with the 3 points. Point number 1, point number 2,
Sir,
point number 3.
Not.
No.
No, sir. No.
Wait.
Yes, sir. First question कि जो इंडियन ऑडियंस है वो पहले से
Wait.
Yes,
Your
sir.
answer is no.
No.
Now give three point in support
sir.
of your answer.
या सर, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल तो सर ऐसा इंडिया में ऐसा कोई पहले से सिनेमा जो देखते हुए है, तो सिनेमा में एक सॉन्ग होता है, गाना, मतलब एक फॉर्मूला है सर, एक फॉर्मूला दे देते हो।
हम बात
या
कर
सर
रहे हैं डॉक्यूमेंट्री की, आप बात कर रहे हैं सिनेमा की, आप फिजिक्स की बात कर रहे हैं और मैं आपसे क्वांटम फिजिक्स की बात कर रहा हूँ। आप फिजिक्स की बात मत करिए, मेरे से एक स्पेसिफिक चीज की बात हो रही है, हम डॉक्यूमेंट्री की बात। So that's why I'm saying again and again, if your answer is not focused, if you beat around the bush, you would lose the 5 marks. My question is, answer is no. Why? Point number 1, point number 2, point number 3. Soumyadi, बोलिए.
So yes, it's a golden period because point number 1, there are more pitching activities in the country than ever before. Like
There is more
pitching activities in the country, like before there wasn't, like film bazaars, open pitch, and other documentary forum for pitching your ideas for documentary.
Correct. Good idea. In India, before that it used to be not there. So there is much more pitching happening. There's something called Good Pitch, which is being started by this lady who's FTI graduate, and she's a wife of Vikas Shivraman, Sophie Shivraman. Sophie Shivraman started the Good Pitch. PSBT, Public Service Broadcasting Trust, started by Rajiv Mehrotra. Film division, which was very fool's division earlier. Fools were sitting over there, foolish people were managing it. Now these fools has become wise. They are giving documentaries to many more people in a more democratic manner. So film division is no more a fool's division. It has become a little wiser. Many people are enjoying getting a documentary from there and making it. So there is a much more pitching possibilities are existing, which was not there earlier. Point number 1. Point number 2.
So OTT platforms are also
very good. OTT platform were not buying the documentaries, were not commissioning the documentaries earlier. OTT platforms in India has revolutionized this scenario of commissioning the documentaries. If you have made a film from your own money, I have a dear friend who made a documentary on an important filmmaker from FTI Pune. That film was bought by Netflix at a cost of 9 lakh. This is the first hand information. So I can say I have not mentioned the name of the person because I can't disclose the information in the public domain because he gave me this information in a confidential manner. So yes, Netflix, OTT platform, funding is available. Point number 2. Point number 3.
So there are separate documentary festivals been committed in the country for last few years. So that's my third point. So I don't remember the name. There is one in Sikkim, in Gangtok. I went there.
Sikkim in Gangtok or Gangtok in Sikkim?
So Gangtok in Sikkim.
I shot a film in Arunachal Pradesh. We had a friend over there and he used to do a joke. He says, wherever I go, people ask me, where is a Sikkim in Gangtok? So anyway, so it is, Sikkim is not in a Gangtok, Gangtok is in a Sikkim. Anyway, people don't know what is happening in Northeast. So this is interesting, but not really. This is an important point, I would say. Why? Because earlier there was a MIF, Mumbai International Film Festival, existing for last 30 years. It was exclusively for documentary, short film and animation. But other documentary festival is only PSBT, Public Service Broadcasting Trust, which also show, but that I would not say golden period because of that festival existing. There has to be some other point. Point number 3. Point number 3.
So that was actually my third point. But another one I just came up right now, in international festivals also, there are a few Indian filmmakers getting recognition. Like just 2 years before, there was a film at Cannes, a lady made it, a northeastern lady from, I don't remember whether it was Manipur or Mizoram. And there were a few, I mean, they are getting recognized. Indian people were recognized in international.
So some kind of recognition is happening of the Indian documentary filmmakers in the international scenario. This is true. I know many of them. So you could use that thing. But I would
also, I remember another thing. Just a few years back, there was a documentary on Arvind Kejriwal, the insignificant man.
Correct.
So, so the documentary domain is also, I mean, getting into a social perspective in the country.
No, that was already there. That is a business plan. अगर आप एक ऐसे पॉलिटिकल आदमी पे फिल्म बनाएंगे जो चीफ मिनिस्टर है, तो नेचुरली वो फिल्म रिलीज हो जाएगा. वो एक अलग एजेंडा है. मैं उसके चक्कर में नहीं पड़ रहा हूं. बट इवन आई वुड से दैट ही डिजर्व ए डॉक्यूमेंट्री. लेट्स बी फोकस. Point you have to quote to impress the examiner. So today, since there is a recognition of the Indian films, the most important thing about India is that there is a variety of subject. There is a variety of subject. It is a gold mine of subject. And today, why it is enjoying a golden period of the time? Because, this is my point. Earlier, it never happened since the Lagan, making of Lagan was released on the cinema hall. Earlier, it was unheard for an Indian film to be released on cinema hall. So today, I have seen certain film released in cinema hall, which was unheard of. So that's an important thing, that a PVR kind of a people has come forward and said, okay, PVR director's cut, a small auditorium of 100 capacity or 70 people capacity, releasing a film in Delhi NCR into 4 cinema hall, which was unheard of. So hence, I would say, yes, it's a golden period for Indian documentary.
Can I add something, sir?
Please.
Sir, I think online media houses like Quint or Scoop Hoop are covering a lot of the things that are happening in the country in a documentary format. So their news, they have tried to present it in documentary format. For example, Scoop Hoop Unscripted is a channel that is consistently doing this for last 2 years, and actually they have covered a lot of protests, a lot of the things. I think that documentary format in the online media, because we are so exposed now, are getting a lot of attention and they're raising awarenesses as well. So that is also a reason why we can say that this is a golden period for documentaries in India.
What is this called? Scoop Whoop?
Unscripted, sir. Scoop Whoop
So it is a
Unscripted.
YouTube channel.
Yes, sir. They also exist on Instagram and
I'll
social
figure
media.
it out. I'm not much more into
So I had a point.
So it must be that. That's another reason. YouTube has given a platform. YouTube has given a. Wait, guys. Wait. Let me finish first because there's less time. I don't want to waste unnecessary. It's already 7 o'clock. It's a 1 hour commitment I have given in a focused manner. So another reason is that there are TV stations like History Channel, other TV channels also, who are commissioning a documentary or docudrama which was unheard of before to Indian producers. That's another reason why we can say Indian documentary is enjoying a golden period. So this is in brief. Far it's 7 o'clock. So let me just quickly see if somebody wants to.
I had a point.
So Siddiqui, you have to say something else?
So it was previous.
I had wanted to add a point.
Okay. Please.
Even nowadays, the people's trust on the recent news media and how it is telling the story has reduced. So maybe that's why a documentary has a special place when it comes.
No. News people are a different breed of people. They are not interested in documentaries. Sometimes when they have to recreate something, they have no choice but to do a docudrama. But they are more into the news, they are more into the spices, they are more into channel rating, etc., etc. They are not, because of them, we would call it as we are enjoying a golden period. No, that's not the logic. I will not accept that.